In this video, I'm going to finish installing the PV wire to my new Eg4 Brightmount 4-panel ground mount. I'll be running all 8 panels in series and routing the PV wire through conduit between the 2 racks. These are 330 watt used commercial panels. With my original rack, I produce as much as 1200 watts in the summertime. So with 8 of these panels, I should see 2400 watts in summer sun. I will also be installing an outdoor PV disconnect and grounding both solar arrays. Like I mentioned before, this rack is still on sale and still available from Signature Solar as of today, December 29th, 2025. The rack is not perfect, but in my opinion, it is still a good budget rack, and I would still recommend it. Stay tuned.
Elite music.
Okay, got the all the solar PV wire connected. You see, I've got it routed kind of neat enough for me, but as you see, there's my conduit. I use these little elbow connectors here on the ends, and I didn't bury it very deep, just a few inches below the ground level, just because I'm just trying to put something on there to keep it from tripping over it. I'm gonna cover that back up, just like I'm gonna put these the covers on these too. I was just making sure I got everything wrapped up before I do that. Said it's not the neatest, but like I said, good enough for me. I also did this. I put a solar disconnect on my panels. I didn't have one before because it was my first system and I didn't think it was enough to even worry about. But I had them on the inside of near the inverter, but I didn't have one out here, a waterproof one out here that you can switch them off. Out here, I needed one. I've been meaning to do it, so I did it. And there's the cover that's going to go over it and close it. But the next thing I have to do is before I turn the PV panels back on is I'm gonna do something else I didn't have before, and that's gonna be grounded. I know people's gonna have something to say about that, but I didn't have this set of panels here. I didn't have them grounded, and I know I should have, but now that I have double 8 panels now, I definitely think I'm gonna, but there's the ground connectors for both sets of panels, and I'm gonna run a ground wire to them, both of them, and I'm gonna put a ground rod right here in the middle somewhere, probably closer to one side, and then I'll have them all grounded to one rod. I bought a ground rod yesterday. I just got to beat it in the ground That's probably what I'm gonna do next while I got some good weather. I'll be back when I finish and I'll get all the covers put on and everything buttoned up, cover up this conduit. Here's the ground wire I bought. Bought a 6 gauge, 25 foot. I think that's enough to hook to both panels, sets of panels, and then down to the ground rod. But I just remember something else I didn't buy. I'm going to go back to the store and get, and that is the connector that goes into the ground rod itself. And I forgot to get that yesterday. I'm going to go back to Lowe's probably tomorrow, because today is Christmas Day, 2025. So everything's closed. I can't get it today, but I can run all the wires and get it ready, and that'll be the last thing I have to do. We're gonna try something a little bigger. Let's see. Okay, got all the covers put back on. Got my dirt covering my trench back up. And I have ran one of the ground wires. As you see, let's see if I can get it right here. That's how I done it right here. Hook right there, goes up to the top here. Then it wraps around, comes down the side of the Eg4 rack and into the side of my conduit there. Then it goes down with the PV wire up and out this one. Then it comes down this post. Then it's gonna come over there, and there's my ground rod right there. I left about 4 inches out. I don't know how much room I'm gonna have, so I left about 4 inches out of the ground. And I ran out of ground wire. I only have like 3 feet left, and I need to go from here to here, and then I'm gonna go down and hook to the same ground rod. And I don't know if that's exactly right or whatever, but that's the way I'm gonna do it, because I'm not driving another ground rod in there. That thing took me forever. About wore myself out hammering that thing in. But anyway, I'm gonna have to go to the hardware store, get some more 6 gauge ground copper wire. I don't need much, maybe 10 feet. I'll turn the solar panels back on, and then we'll go in and see what kind of PV output we're getting, or input we're getting on my new Sun Gold Power 48 volt inverter to go from here to here, like I said. And I'll be done with that. Then we will turn the solar panels on and go hook them to the inverter, see what kind of input we're getting. Well, it's winter time, we're not gonna get much, but I know we're getting something. It's gonna be improved over what I had anyway. But anyway, we'll cover that in the next video, and we'll see you next video. Remember to like and subscribe. Subscribing really help my channel, so please do so. We'll see you next time.